YouTube? Hello again and welcome back to the third night of Horror Movie Month. This will be my third film, clearly, because I've just said the third night. Tired. And man, you can actually see I'm tired as well. Jesus. That's what working late shifts will do to you. Anyway, gonna have another film tonight. Another one I haven't seen. I haven't had a chance to look at yet. A fan of this series in general. There's a couple that I prefer more than others, but this one apparently is a sequel to the original, even though it came out 2 years ago or a year ago. I think 2 years ago or a year ago. I don't know. But anyway, it was released in 3D. It's the first one to be released in 3D, and I wasn't sure in the version I've got. I wasn't sure it was going to come with the 3D edition, and it did. So I was quite pleasantly surprised. And that is Texas Chainsaw. Now, don't know much about it. All I know is I love the original. I enjoyed the remake. Did enjoy Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Haven't seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Haven't seen the Next Generation. The beginning was okay-ish. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. I've heard mixed things. I've heard good. I've heard bad. So willing to give this a go. And with the added extra, I get to watch it in 3D. So I'll be checking this out in 3D. I'll review afterwards. Obviously, I'll tell you what I thought of the 3D. Tell you what I thought of the film. And as usual, my review will be in a little bit. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Enjoy. So, Texas Chainsaw. Just finished watching the 2013 horror Texas Chainsaw. Now, first impressions. Now, it is a decent horror. You know, it's got a few eerie moments. And I'll give credit to the actor who plays Leatherface. He's very, very good. The victims or the teenage crew don't last as long as you would expect. Now, I'm going to go into this and say there will be spoilers in this, so if you do not want to know what happens in Texas Chainsaw, I'm sorry, but don't watch this video, or at least just move to the end. I'll put a link, or not a link, but I'll put a little annotation to say once the spoilers are finished. But yeah, there are some spoilers in this, and I had to talk about it. I couldn't not talk about it, unfortunately. It is a decent horror, in a sense. You know, there are some good moments, there are some good grotesque moments from what you expect from a Texas Chainsaw movie. You know, the teenage characters don't last, or they say the teenagers are probably in their mid-20s, I don't know. But the young cast don't last as long as you would expect them to, because it's all set up for the big twist in the middle. Even though you already know it's kind of coming, because, you know, she is the granddaughter of one of the Sawyers or something. So, and then the big twist that she finds out that she's related to Leatherface. Shocking. But anyway, yeah, so she finds out she's related to Leatherface, and then decides that even though he is a murderous psychopath who has just killed every single one of her friends, that she will go to revenge, which I can understand if your family is wronged and you go to revenge because of that. But if your family is wronged because of the fact of what they've done in the previous film, which is murder a load of people, it's kind of hard to kind of root for that. And that's what I didn't like about this. I didn't like about this fact about the film is they wanted you to root for Leatherface. Leatherface is an iconic character. He really is. He's iconic. You know, and he's iconic because he's scary. You don't know what he's thinking. You don't sympathize with him, and you're scared of that. And yet, for some reason, they wanted to make him sympathetic, and I don't know why they did that. Fine, make him related to someone. That I've got no issues with that. But to try and make you sympathise with the character, that doesn't. It ruins the end of the film. It just makes you feel a little bit shortchanged, because Leatherface is the unknown. You shouldn't be sympathizing with that. You shouldn't be kind of sitting there going, "Oh God, now I understand this character." You know, I understand giving characters backstory. I understand giving characters a little bit of depth, but the brilliance of Leatherface is he's scary, and you, you don't know what he's going to do. And then to give him a cousin who's a victim through half of the film, and then bam, a psycho at the same time, is a little bit weird. So yeah, the first, I enjoyed certain elements of the film. You know, the script wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. The actors were good. The the hill the Texas surrounding was cool, and the sheriff was pretty good. I like the sheriff. I've seen him in other things. I can't for the life of me remember what, but I've seen him in other things. It was just a shame they went down that route and tried to make you sympathise with Leatherface, because the whole point of Leatherface is you're not supposed to sympathise with him. You're supposed to be scared of the guy, and they just made that film a little bit less creepy for me. The first 20-30 minutes was creepy, setting up, and there was some good stuff in there, and it just, I understand giving, as I said, I understand giving him some backstory. I understand giving him family, because it is unreal to expect him not to have family. But I just think it let the side down a little bit by trying to make it too sympathetic, and then with the lead female going all psychotic. How can you go for? I can understand in time that happening. You have something traumatic happen to you like that, but to suddenly just got snap like that just because you find something out so quickly, it can happen, but it's just a little bit unrealistic. But anyway, I would say with this film, it was decent enough, a decent enough horror, good acting, very good sets, good scene, very good setup. I don't know who the director is, but he got the idea of the film right. I just think unfortunately the script wasn't perfect with the way they were trying to go. But all in all, decent enough horror. I preferred it more than the beginning of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, and definitely preferred it more than Texas Chainsaw 2. But I am going to give Texas Chainsaw 2 another go. The guy who played Leatherface, very creepy, very good, and it was an all in all decent enough film. I'd say 3.5 out of 5 for me. 3.5 out of 5. Decent film, not the best, but not as bad as people have been saying. And the 3D was okay. There was a nice little couple of shots with the saw, which I liked. I'm sorry, I know 3D is a gimmick, but there was a couple of shots with the saw I actually liked, and they used the 3D for what people expect 3D to be used for. But anyway, that was my review, and that's my verdict on Texas Chainsaw. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you very much for sticking with the video, and the next video will be up very, very soon. Take it easy and stay safe. I'll see you soon.